Welcome to Comic Power. I am your host, Comic Killer 72. Today's special report is a review of the new Suicide Squad movie. Before we begin, I want to slap all the critics that are saying this is a bad movie. This is a pretty good movie, even though the Rotten Tomatoes score is only 26% by the critics. Let's put it this way, it's not as bad as the Fantastic Four, but what is, and it's not as great as the Avengers, but the Suicide Squad is a good movie you should see. And here's what I got to say about it, and I will keep it spoiler free in terms of plot details for those of you who haven't seen it yet. First off, DC did not drop the ball like they did with Batman vs. Superman. This was supposed to be dark and gritty, but it was just boring and joyless. The Suicide Squad does have dark elements, but it does have a big dose of comedy provided by Margot Robbie and her dead-on performance as Harley Quinn. With an ensemble cast this big, it's usually hard to try to get individual pieces of the characters fleshed out, but they do so with her relationship with the Joker. This version of the Joker is played by Jared Leto, and I really enjoyed the character. He's actually not in the movie that long, but he has a certain type of charismatic psychosis that you love watching. They actually stayed comic book accurate in this movie by having Harleen Quinzel, the real name of Harley Quinn, as a psychologist who's analyzing the Joker and winds up falling in love with him. And they use a lot of flashbacks to establish their crime career before it's busted down by Batman. If you're late to the party, Batman makes not only just one, but two cameos in the Suicide Squad. So basically, the squad is a roster of Batman villains that he's put away over the ages. The Suicide Squad is put together by Amanda Waller, who is played by Viola Davis, and she gets these villains to perform blackout missions for the government in exchange for a lighter sentence. But she implants a chip inside of their neck that if they make a break for it or they disobey orders, she will literally blow their head off. The central character in this movie appears to be Deadshot, played by Will Smith. He's the assassin for hire that never misses. This character is not very well known, but his spotlight is going to increase due to exposure from this movie and who's playing him. The field commander of the Suicide Squad is Colonel Rick Flag, who's played by Joel Kinnaman, who's famous for playing RoboCop, and he's reporting directly to Amanda Waller. This role was offered to Tom Hardy, but Joel Kinnaman stepped in and did a good job. The character Killer Croc has been depicted many different ways in comics and in the cartoons. They decided to go practical and skip the CGI, which I like. The character also has some very funny one-liners that I didn't see coming, and I laughed my ass off. Then there's the Enchantress, played by Cara Delevingne. She is hugely significant in this movie, so I would spoil it if I told you too much about her. Then there's Boomerang, that's played by Jai Courtney. The most significant thing about his character is who he's busted by, a member of the Justice League who I won't name. And no, it's not Batman. But I'm Batman. I know you're Batman. Now let's move on. That brings us to El Diablo, who's played by Jay Hernandez. He's a character that is reluctant to use his powers because of his tragic past, but he comes up big in the finale. Then there's Katana, who's played by Karen Fukuhara. She's not in the movie very much. Her role is very limited, but the amount of screen time she does get, she really owns it. And she's badass with that sword for real. So here we are. Since the first trailer leaked at Comic-Con back in 2015, we've been waiting patiently for this. It was worth the wait. It was a very entertaining movie. I think the movie suffered from some bad editing, and the choice of the villain I didn't think was very good. They could have got a much better villain. With that being said, I would give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. And yes, I will see it again, and yes, I am excited for a sequel as well as a Harley Quinn spinoff. Now for my speculator audience, here are the key issues to get for the Suicide Squad in the comics. The biggest score is going to be Batman Adventures number 12 from 1993. This is the first comic book appearance of Harley Quinn. Next would be Suicide Squad number 1 from 2011. This is significant because it's the first time that Harley joined the team, and it has a very thin print run. Then there's Legends number 3 from 1987. This is the first appearance of the modern Suicide Squad. Another key issue to get is going to be Suicide Squad number 1, also from 1987. This is volume 1 with the all black cover. It's hard to find in high grades. A hard one to find is going to be Detective Comics number 474, which is the first modern appearance of Deadshot. Due to its high print run, the easiest and the cheapest to acquire is going to be Legends number 1, which is the first appearance of Amanda Waller. In closing, don't listen to the critics. It's a good movie. You will be entertained. Go see it. That's about it today for my special report on a review of the Suicide Squad movie. And Batman wants me to mention to you again that he's in the movie. Because I'm Batman. Yeah, Batman, we get it. Be sure to follow my blog at comicpower.net. On social media, follow me at facebook.com/comicpower.net and comicpower-universe.tumblr.com. And don't forget twitter.com/comicpowersub. I also sell comics on eBay at this link. This is Comic Killer 72 for Comic Power saying bye-bye. Thank you for watching. Give the thumbs up, share this video, and click on subscribe.